Hey guys, welcome to Dicejunkies. I'm Tim from Eldritch Studios.
And I am TayCosplayy.
And today we are going to be discussing custom heroes, which is apparently big in Japan. It's got it right there on the box. So this game is a card crafting game developed by AEG or Alderac Entertainment Group, and it was designed by John O'Clair. So we just got done playing this game, and I think everybody that played, even the one that lost, did. We really enjoyed this game. AEG did a wonderful job with this one, and as you can see, I mean, if you go on to Tay's Instagram, you can see from all of her cosplay, big anime person. I am a big anime fan as well, and this game is super anime themed, and it's, yeah, I mean, I'm just going to keep talking about how good it is unless we actually go into the review. So, a little bit more about it. Like I said, it is a card crafting game. So, kind of like some of AEG's other games that they have that are like this, you take an insert and put it into the sleeve on top of the card while you're playing. Watch our stream on Twitch to see a full playthrough of the game and to see how it's played. The game is fairly simple, but there's a lot of little intricacies that I'm not going to go into here. So if you really want to see how it's played and see a fairly entertaining, especially at the end, playthrough of the game, go back and watch us on Twitch. But the game itself is for 2 to 6 players, probably best at 4.
Yeah, I enjoyed 4.
And they say it takes 45 minutes. I think we took
like an hour.
Yeah, but
it was also a learning process.
It was, and we do a lot of BSing the entire time that we play anything.
There was that awkward amount of time where we were all focused on trying to win, and it was just quiet.
Everybody, the game starts off where everybody's interacting and having a good time, and then by about the 4th hand, everyone's just going to be sitting there strategizing, and there's dead, weird silence.
All you hear is numbers. 6.
Yep.
7.
Otherwise, the player won the 6th hand, and the player who
won the 7th hand battle off, unless there's a tie between points between players. What are you doing over there?
He's getting his strategy together.
Something waiting on him to start, though.
The 7th hand. Always the player who did worse than the 6th hand leads the first round. Play the hand like a regular multiplayer hand. The winner of the hand wins the game regardless of points. Wow.
All right. I'm going to do 4 10s. And I bet 2 that I win.
But it's great because it really drew us in. For that fact, the game is rated for 14 and up. The game's not violent. There's no foul language, no lewdness to this game whatsoever.
Just math.
Yeah, it's math. So anybody younger than that, if they can play Uno, they can probably play this game. Mm-hmm. There's a little bit of customization to the cards, since you are crafting the cards and changing the numbers and the values. But as long as they can do basic math and you can play Uno, you've got this game. So the last little bit before we get into this review, the game has an MSRP of $30. Before we played this, I was like, this game it's going to be interesting. After we played it, I was like, man, this is amazing, especially when you look at the quality of some of the things in here, the inserts, the cards. They give you a ton of extra sleeves in case you break them. Then I found out that it was $30, which if you go to your local game store, which if you're here in Ridgeland, Mississippi, that would be Vans Comics and Cards.
15% discount on all board games.
So if you get a good discount on there, then it's going to be less than $30, about $25 for this game. And I think people, I'm a fairly hardcore gamer when it comes. I like very complex games as well as lighter games. Tay, you're just now getting into this. Mm-hmm. You're probably more along the before you started playing any of these games. It's probably like Uno and Monopoly. Yeah. So not terribly complex games, and we both loved it. Yeah. So let's get into that actual review. So starting with design, what'd you think?
I gave it a 3.
Okay, why?
The only thing that made me really give it that was I noticed that the cards after one game were starting to get real scratched up, and we agreed on the same thing with some of the art being kind of too goofy. Like some of them look real, like you said, uniform, and other ones are like. But also some of the artwork was super fun.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The artwork was a lot of fun in the game. The quality of the cards was fairly decent for what it is. I mean, it's a card game, and for that cheap, the quality was pretty good. The sleeves that it provides you are decent quality. They're not quite to the level of KMCs or Dragon Shields, but they're pretty good. And like I said, they give you extras. I dropped mine down from a 5 to a 4 because, like you said, the inserts are a little easy to scratch. So after a while, they're going to wind up getting beat up because they are just straight clear plastic. That and like you said, the artwork in there, some of it is just a little goofy, a little derpy, but a lot of it is really, really good. So for me, a 4, for you, a 3. Let's talk a little bit about enjoyability on this one.
It was super fun.
What did you like about the game?
I like that it was like an adult Uno.
Yeah.
It was super fun.
So what did you think about the player interaction of the game?
There was a bunch of player interaction because you gotta pay attention to what everybody else is doing, but also it's a very super competitive game if you're with the right group.
Right.
So.
What did you think about the pacing though?
I liked the pacing. If you tap out first, you kind of just sit there awkwardly for a minute. But if you're paying attention to the game and others competing, it's time goes by super fast.
Oh yeah. So in total, you gave it
a 5.
Yeah, and I probably would have given it a 5 too. I gave it a 4. The thing that knocked it off for me was the player interaction is there, but it's not built into the game. It all is going to depend on the group that you play with. We always interact when we play games, but that's just us. The beginning parts of it will kind of draw that out. And I mean, there is some of it built in because you're going to have to talk, tell what you're playing and trying to throw people off. That's obviously a strategy that I try to use in every single game that I play. But the main reason that I knocked it down from a 5 is that lack of playing as soon as you win a hand. Mm-hmm. When you are the first person, or really even the second person to go out, there's nothing for you to do. You just have to wait until everybody else is done. So if you go out super, super fast, that's cool. You get a lot of points for doing that. But then you have to sit there and wait. And that's kind of a bummer for me. Luckily enough, and the reason why I didn't knock it down 2 points, because that's a big thing for me. The reason why I didn't knock it down further is the hands last not very long at all. You go through it really fast, and you're not sitting out there waiting too terribly long. So, 4 for me, 5 for Tay. Let's talk about the mechanics a little bit. There's not, other than the card crafting, this game, it mentions on the box itself that it's a trick-taking game. And that's pretty much what it is. You've got your hands of cards. One person plays either, a certain amount of one numbered card, one valued card, so 1 3 or 2 4s, so on and so forth, and then everybody plays off of that original set that you put down. Yeah. And that is nothing new. It's been in a lot of different games. The crafting part of it, though, really changes up the game, and it adds in a ton of strategy.
Makes it unique.
So for that alone, mixed in with the fact that, the setup is barely anything, takedown is super fast, even with pulling out the inserts. I've got to give it a 4 on mechanics for that.
Mm-hmm.
And
I gave it the same thing. I agreed with you. Setup, takedown, super easy. So
cool. So would you play this game again? Let's talk about replayability. Yeah, I know one person that wants to play it again right now, that didn't want to do this review, wanted to play it again so that they could try and win. But
the tables turn really fast in this game.
They really do. Yeah, that's by the end, it was really anybody's game, and that was awesome. It added to the strategy. It added to the tenseness at the end, because you never knew
who was gonna
win the hand. But yeah, no, replayability, I've got to give it a 4 out of 5 on that one.
Also gave it a 4.
There's not a lot that I can say about it. The game is fun. I would play it again immediately. There is a lot of variations to because you're getting random hands, because you've got random enhancements that you can get for your cards.
Makes every hand different.
Yeah, and so it's never really going to play the same way twice.
Yeah.
It could, I guess you could, you may sit there and think, well, if you've got, a certain amount of enhancements in there and only, 1 through 10 values for the cards, how different can it be? There are a ton of these enhancements. The enhancements themselves, there's almost double the amount of enhancements that there are cards in the game, and you use all of them. So, and they're these thin, tiny pieces of plastic. So with that many amount of enhancements, the fact that it is a 2 to 6 player game, which that is definitely going to change how things play. For example, in a 2-player game, whenever we were doing the, if I played down a 3 and then you played down a 3, the next person gets skipped, that no longer applies.
Yeah.
So there's no automatic skipping or anything.
Completely change up how the game plays.
Yeah, it'll change your strategy if you're used to playing with it for more people. So there's a lot of replay value in this. I didn't give it a 5, simply because as of right now, there's no expansions to this. And it really, for a game to maintain over the course of a year or two, as after I've bought the game, it's gonna have to have something to change it. What they could do, I don't know, because the game is really solid as it is. So, but with an expansion, if they maybe change some of the cards or
add new advances.
Yeah, something like that. That it could really change up the game and make it. I would give it a 5 at that point.
Yeah.
So, anything else that you would like to talk about Custom Heroes?
No, the fact that it's rated really high for us.
Yeah, no, this is possibly one of the highest rated games that we've done so far. We both, even though we kind of had a difference of opinions on a couple of different things, we both came out to 16 out of 20.
It's pretty high.
That is over the 15 out of 20 where I would put like a 4 out of 5. This is right up there. This is a really, really good game. For the price point, if you enjoy card games at all, I say go get it. Go check it out, your friendly local game store, and see about this game. See if they can order it. If you like AEG games, be sure to check that out. If you like anime, check the game out. The game is super fun. It's really fast, and it's very easy to teach. So, with that, I hope you guys will go back and watch the Twitch video for this. We did play it. It's not very long. It took us maybe an hour once we actually started playing, and it's fun. Be sure, if you enjoy these reviews, comment on there. Let us know what you thought. Let us know what you would like to see us review next. If there's something that you think is interesting, give us a shout out. Let us know. We're more than happy to see if we can get it, see if we can play it, and see if we like it or not, and so we can tell you. Be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube. Go check us out on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Patreon. Yeah, if you like seeing this stuff and you want to see us get more games, more in-depth games, or have higher quality videos, be sure to hit us up on Patreon if you can. If you can't do that, that's fine. Just like and subscribe. Go see us on there. And remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you can always do that little Prime subscribe on Twitch. It's very, very helpful. So be sure to check out Eldritch Ashes Studios. Be sure to check out TayCosplayy. And until next time, see you later.